The doppelganger phenomenon is a captivating and eerie concept rooted in folklore and mythology, defined as the mysterious appearance of an identical double of a living person. This occurrence is often reported as a chance encuentro that can evoke both awe and fear due to its inexplicable nature. In many cultures, seeing one's doppelganger is considered a supernatural event, often shrouded in ominous interpretations. The significance of this point lies in its connection to human identity and the psychological impact of encountering one's double, questioning the boundary between reality and illusion. A famous example is the documented experience of poet Percy Bysshe Shelley, who reportedly saw his own specter shortly before his untimely death, a story that has fueled the belief in doppelgangers as harbingers of bad luck or death. Another example would always show President Abraham Lincoln, who claimed to have seen a double image of himself in a mirror, one of which appeared pale, a vision he interpreted with foreboding. These instances underscore the lasting intrigue and fear associated with doppelgangers and personal narratives. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung's theory of the shadow may offer a different lens through which to view the doppelganger phenomenon, suggesting it might be a projection of our subconscious mind. This interpretation aligns with contemporary psychological theories that might consider doppelganger sightings as manifestations of internal conflict or identity crises, rather than supernatural events. However, the doppelganger phenomenon isn't without its controversies and alternative viewpoints. Skeptics argue that these experiences can be attributed to simple hallucinations, visual misinterpretations, or cognitive biases. In an age of digital manipulation, others propose technological explanations, like deepfakes or virtual reality glitches, as potential modern twists on the age-old doppelganger story. The introduction of doppelgangers influences the broader discussion of identity, fate, and the unknown. It challenges us to consider the nature of our perceptions and the stories we create to explain them. As we dive deeper into this topic, the question remains for viewers to ponder: is seeing your double a forewarning of doom or merely a chilling coincidence? By exploring both the mystical and rational interpretations, the doppelganger phenomenon opens up a dialogue about the intersection of mythology, psychology, and personal belief in our understanding of reality. The concept introduced in The Chilling Encounter, a Personal Story, revolves around an individual's first-hand experience of encountering their doppelganger in a crowded place. A doppelganger is often described as a spectral double or a non-biological look-alike of a living person. In folklore, these mysterious apparitions are typically seen as omens or harbingers of bad luck, illness, or even death. The chilling encounter of seeing one's own doppelganger is not just a narrative device used to evoke fear, but is deeply rooted in cultural lore that suggests an otherworldly connection between the observer and their double. This point is significant to the main topic as it serves as an emotional and experiential anchor that invites the audience to connect personally with the idea of doppelgangers. The human fascination with seeing one's double taps into primal fears and existential questions about identity and fate. By sharing a personal story, the audience can grasp the emotional impact such a sighting can have, beyond its mythological implications, making the narrative relatable and engaging. Specific examples illustrating this point include the tale of poet Percy Bysshe Shelley, who reportedly saw his doppelganger shortly before his untimely death, fueling speculations about these encounters foretelling doom. Another example is an anecdote involving Queen Elizabeth I, who allegedly saw her spectral double laid out on her bed, a vision she took as an omen of her impending death. These stories underscore the belief embedded in various cultures that a doppelganger encounter is not merely a coincidental visual anomaly, but a portent. Supporters of the ominous interpretation argue that witnessing a doppelganger is a psychological manifestation of fear or stress, reflecting deep-seated anxieties. Alternatively, skeptics might view these sightings as mere coincidences or tricks of the mind, emphasizing the power of suggestion and flawed perceptions in crowded, chaotic environments. Challenges to the ominous view include the lack of scientific evidence linking doppelganger sightings with tangible consequences. The phenomenon might also be explained through psychological or neurological anomalies, such as memory recall errors or rare conditions like phantom double syndrome. This exploration of a chilling personal encounter not only intensifies the narrative's suspense, but also invites viewers to contemplate broader themes of identity, mortality, and the supernatural. It influences the main topic by bridging personal experience with folklore, prompting audiences to reflect on whether such experiences are predestined warnings or eerie coincidences shaped by individual perception and belief. Doppelgängers, a term derived from the German words for double and walker, referred to a mysterious phenomenon where an individual encounters a spectral or exact double of themselves. This concept has roots in various cultures and folklore, often symbolizing omens, bad luck, or the presence of an evil twin. In folklore, seeing one's doppelganger is frequently associated with foreboding events, such as imminent death or disaster, suggesting that this spectral double serves as a harbinger of doom. Exploring the origins and folklore of doppelgangers is vital to understanding the chilling encounter of seeing one in a crowded place, as the historical context enriches the narrative. By delving into historical accounts and cultural tales, the eerie encounter is given more depth and a sense of foreboding significance. In many cultures, doppelgangers were considered manifestations of a person's spirit, either as a form of bilocation or as a supernatural entity. For instance, in Norse mythology, a doppelganger, or vardoger, is a ghostly double that precedes a person, performing their actions in advance. Real-world examples abound, with notable figures reportedly encountering their doubles. Literary giant Johann Wolfgang von Goethe claimed to have seen his doppelganger riding toward him, dressed in familiar clothing he would later wear. This experience is often cited as an uncanny prophecy. Another example involves President Abraham Lincoln, who purportedly saw his reflection duplicated in the mirror, with one visage appearing ghostly pale. This vision reportedly caused him unease, especially when his wife interpreted it as a premonition of his assassination. Such stories underscore the enduring belief in the supernatural implications of these encounters. Opinions about doppelgangers vary. Some believe that these apparitions are psychological phenomena attributed to visual hallucinations or mental projections. Others are convinced of their mystical significance, viewing the appearance of a doppelganger as a cosmic warning. Critics argue that such encounters are merely coincidences or cognitive illusions, but struggle to explain the lasting emotional impact they have on individuals. The folklore surrounding doppelgangers connects to broader themes of identity, fate, and the supernatural's influence on our lives. These tales challenge our understanding of self and destiny, fueling debates about whether encounters are sinister omens or eerie flukes. As the audience ponders the tale of the person who vanished upon seeing their doppelganger, they'll be drawn into the rich tapestry of myth and reality, questioning if the experience is a mere chilling coincidence or a deeply meaningful portent. In exploring the psychological and scientific perspectives on the phenomenon of seeing one's doppelganger, we delve into the realms of the mind and the body, seeking to understand this eerie occurrence. Psychologically, seeing a doppelganger can be linked to cognitive anomalies, such as visual hallucinations or disturbances in perception and memory. These can occur due to stress, fatigue, or certain neurological conditions, where the brain may internalize a familiar face and project it outward, creating the illusion of a double. Scientifically, the occurrence of seeing one's double can be further explained through neuropsychology, with the phenomenon often associated with what is termed as autoscopic hallucinations. These occur when the brain struggles to integrate sensory information, particularly when the processing of visual stimuli is disrupted, leading one to perceive a double of themselves. In more extreme medical cases, this can be linked to conditions like epilepsy or migraines, where electrical activity in the brain might cause such perceptual oddities. Understanding this phenomenon from a scientific and psychological perspective is significant, as it demystifies the cultural and folkloric fears surrounding doppelgangers. It provides a grounded explanation for what might otherwise be seen solely as a supernatural event, thereby reducing fear and promoting a more rational understanding of such experiences. One real-world application of this understanding can be found in medical diagnostics, where hallucinations of doubles can be a symptom indicating underlying neurological disorders, thus alerting medical professionals to conduct further investigations. Another application lies in mental health treatment, where therapists might explore such sightings as manifestations of stress or trauma, aiding individuals in processing and overcoming psychological distress. There are, however, challenges and controversies around these explanations. Some might argue that these scientific interpretations fail to account for the profound and often distressing personal impact of encountering a doppelganger, which is deeply rooted in folklore as an omen of impending doom or death. These alternative cultural interpretations suggest that not everything can be rationalized, emphasizing the mystical aspects of human experiences. The psychological and scientific perspectives on doppelgangers not only offer explanations, but also enrich our understanding of perception and identity. They connect to the broader theme of folklore by providing a contrast between cultural beliefs and scientific reasoning, inviting viewers to consider whether seeing a double is a forewarning or merely a bizarre coincidence. This juxtaposition challenges individuals to explore their own beliefs and understandings, highlighting the complexity of the human experience and the diverse interpretations it inspires.